The new Vietnam Veterans Service Center at 1211 Arch Street offers veterans complete services for personal counseling, employability assessment, job placement, and benefits. At 11.
I'm being paid to cook around here, not to serve. Would you mind turning your cup around, Mrs. Saxon? Pardon? The handle's facing the wrong way. You're liable to spill it, and then guess who'll have to do the mopping up?
Oh, I am sorry.
First, I'm given a list of all the things I can't serve for his lord and master. Then I have to fix 3 breakfasts for 3 different people.
Hermione, that is not true.
Well, it's true most mornings, isn't it? The 3 of you getting up at different times, each one wanting something else. And now I'm expected to serve, as though I didn't have enough else to do.
Hermione, I told you this is only temporary. The reason my husband got up so early was to go to the employment agency to hire a new maid.
And what happened to the old one?
She quit unexpectedly.
Well, if I quit, it won't be so unexpected, believe me.
Now, Hermione, that is absolute nonsense. You are not going to quit. Why, you're far too moral a person to do such a thing.
Moral? What have my morals got to do with it?
You know perfectly well that we are all trying to cope with an emergency here. Now, this household needs you desperately, and that's all there is to it. We would absolutely flounder without you. Why, we might even die.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want that to happen.
Thank you. And in the meantime, I think we can use some more of your marvelous muffins.
Oh, you like them, do you?
Hermione, my dear, they are the best muffins baked since the Crusades.
Oh, well, then I guess I better go get some more.
I really don't need any more grief around here. I'm sitting here thinking about Bobby and what she did.
Well, I still don't think that she's the thief Schuyler thought she was.
Well, she's gone, and so is his beautiful watch, the watch I gave him, or I should say you gave me to give to him, but nevertheless, the watch is gone, and I'm afraid so is Bobby Gerard.
Hold tight, Sid.
Oh, dear God.
Of course, I recognized her, but the police have to have a civilian identification.
Poor Bobby. My poor Bob.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking. And by new Formula Era, a new combination of powerful cleaners concentrated into 1/4 cup.
When we set out to improve a great laundry detergent, we wanted to keep the powerful cleaners that work on ordinary dirts, that cut through food stains, that get out grease and oil, and add powerful cleaners that clean collar soil even better than before. So that's what we did, all in the concentrated 1/4 cup called New Formula Era. So effective, it cleans clean through. Watch Era clean through collar soil, taco grease, and motor oil. We treat only the top with a teaspoon of Era, rub, run under warm water, and look. New Era cleans clean through. That's the kind of power you get in Era's little 1/4 cup. New Era, power that cleans clean through.
I'm 30 years old. So am I.
Now, one of these skiers isn't 30. She's 44-year-old Barbara Gould, mother of 3. Can you tell who's who? Take a good look. Now, look at their hands. Even they don't give us a clue. Her secret, she cares for her hands, and part of that care is Mild Ivory Liquid.
Doing lots of dishes, I wouldn't put my hands into anything but Mild Ivory Liquid. I love those rich suds because they help my hands stay young-looking and get the dishes really clean.
Still can't tell who's who, huh?
Mom, come on. You gave me away. Yes, I'm the 44-year-old. I like my hands to look young, and Ivory Liquid really helps.
Mild Ivory Liquid helps your hands stay young-looking.
She was
was the closest thing I had to a family, Calvin. The closest thing.
Yes, Sid, I know.
I really love that girl. From the day that April Scott introduced us, we got along like a family.
We all like Bobby, Sid. A lot of people are going to be sick about this.
How could this happen? Who would want to do a thing like that to her?
Somebody who didn't love her like family.
I think it was just some crazy man, some lunatic she met.
There is just no way of telling right now, but you believe me, I'm going to find out.
But you must know something, Calvin. Where did you find her? How did she get her? God, I don't even know if I want to know.
Look, she was found by a hunter in the woods on a side road off of Route 25. We're lucky that he discovered her body. She could have lain there for weeks or months.
What was she doing there? Bobby's a city kid. She didn't go for long rides in the country.
No, somebody gave her this picnic.
Who?
You know, as much as we like Bobby, there are things we know about her past, about the kind of people she knows.
What do you mean, Matt Sharkey, people like that?
She ran around with a lot of bad guys before you gave her that job at the tavern.
Yeah, but she gave up that crowd a long time ago.
Well, evidently, or maybe, they didn't all give her up. Someone could have come back with a grudge. I don't know, but I will find out, I promise you that.
She came in to see me, you know, just yesterday.
She did?
Oh, I mean, she came into the tavern. She wanted to know if Jody was coming into lunch.
Well, what did she look like? Did she say anything that sounded out of the ordinary?
Well, yeah, she did look a little different somehow. I can't say just how. It was kind of a look in her eyes.
What'd she say, Sid?
I had the feeling she was telling me goodbye, Calvin. Maybe it's just hindsight, I don't know, but I got the feeling I wasn't going to see Bobby again. I guess I was wrong, wasn't it?
Of course I don't trust Skylar to hire a new maid, but after the last one I hired, how could I possibly argue?
Personally, I saw nothing wrong with the girl you fired. Chrissy seemed quite pleasant to me.
That was her problem. She was a little too pleasant.
Excuse me, Mrs. Whitney. I just wanted you to know that I returned and that Mr. Whitney and I dropped by the employment office as we went downtown. He asked me to tell you not to worry anymore about the domestic situation. Everything will be taken care of.
I'm delighted to hear it.
Has he hired anyone as yet, Spencer?
I don't think so, Mrs. Saxon. I believe the agency people are going to work on it now.
Did you get that, Spencer?
Yes. The Whitney residence? I'm sorry, would you repeat that, please?
I said, is Detective Calvin Stoner, is Mr. or Mrs. Whitney at home?
It's someone from the police department, Mrs. Whitney.
Is it Mr. Tyler?
No, a Detective Stoner.
Huh. Hello, Calvin. What can I do for you? Another policeman's ball.
Not so happy an occasion, I'm afraid. Look, Raven, would it be okay if I stopped over and spoke with you this morning?
For what reason?
Well, I need to speak with you about your former employee, Bobby Gerard.
So you know?
Know what?
Well, what did you want to speak to me about?
Raven, Bobby's dead. Somebody bashed her in the head and dumped her in the woods last night.
Oh, my God.
Raven, what is it?
Of course you can come over. I don't believe it. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. My God, she's dead.
Surely don't mean Bobby.
Yes, Bobby. They just found her body. Skylar is going to be so upset he didn't even want them to know that she took the watch. But now it's sort of inevitable that we have to tell them, isn't it?
Hammersmith. That's a familiar name.
He's on the young side, very bright, articulate.
Is he as hard as his name?
I guess he falls into the category of young Turk. Lots of drive and more than his share of ambition.
Meaning less compassion.
He'll do a good job, and he'll toe the mark. Of course, if he doesn't, I'm still the boss.
Well, when do you expect the trial to start, Mike?
We're aiming for the week after next. Cliff says he's ready.
Wonder if Gavin is.
Hammersmith. I know him. I've seen him at court when I've covered some of the trials for the paper. His name suits him well, Mike.
Yes, he can be somewhat relentless, but that's one of the reasons I chose him.
I don't understand that, Mike.
It's very important, for Gavin mostly, that there's not the slightest hint of favoritism from the prosecution side. The facts are what matter, and I think we'll get a fair judgment from the jury.
Meaning a light sentence?
That's the best we can hope for.
Any sentence is going to be too much for Gavin and Jody. Life is full of uncertainties, isn't it?
Kelly, are you going to stop by Valerie's studio and get those publicity photos?
I really hadn't decided yet, Nancy.
Oh, well, okay, don't bother. I'll do it myself.
No, wait. I think I will pick them up. Yeah, I'm sure that Geraldine wants to get those pictures off to the press right away. My problem is I'm not sure if they're ready yet. Valerie seems preoccupied by other things right now.
What do you mean?
Well, last night we went to Jim Dietrichson's acting school, and she seemed to enjoy it very much.
So you did decide to take part?
Yes, I took part all right. We did a love scene.
That couldn't have been much of a hardship.
Yeah, but there was only one thing wrong with it. Jim showed me how he would have handled it.
How'd you like to have coffee with me?
I haven't made any yet.
Don't bother. I did. I brought 2 in case you wanted one.
Well, aren't you nice?
That's what I keep telling you.
So what are you up so early for?
I had some carpentry work to do in the studio, so I thought I'd start the day off right by saying hello to you.
You just saw me last night.
Yeah. How'd you like the acting class?
I enjoyed it.
Acting's fun, isn't it? That's why most people take classes. They get a kick out of being somebody else for a while. Hey, these are good.
Well, I'm better at photography than at acting, as you found out last night.
Oh, I don't know. You showed some promise. But I think you're gonna need some practice on your love scenes.
Well, no make-believe this morning, okay? Cold, harsh reality. I have to make a living, you know. I hope that's a paying customer. Hello, come in.
Good morning. I thought I'd find you here.
Well, hi, Hector.
Hector, what are you doing? Are you tracking me?
I just wanted to say hello. I got a wiring job a couple blocks from here.
Good, I'm glad you're working. Cold, harsh reality.
Huh?
Well, I'll let you guys chat. I have some work to do in the darkroom.
Guess I interrupted, huh?
I guess you did.
Yeah. So this is Val's studio. All this and $1 million in a Swiss bank. Not bad, Jimmy, baby. Not bad at all. Oh, no use in letting this go to waste, huh?
Chow, chow, chow. Oh, my cat just loves Purina cat chow. She jumps in the bowl and gobbles it right up.
Cat owners tell me just how much their cats love the great taste of Cat Chow brand cat food. If you're like Terry Haljan, you'd never give your cat anything but Purina cat chow.
She won't eat anything else. In fact, the way she really likes to eat is while I'm doing the cat chow chow.
You?
Right.
Chow, chow, chow. For great nutrition and taste that's better than ever.
Oh, I would depend on Purina cat chow over anything.
I got my A's.
I got my B's.
We've got our E's.
Got my C and D.
I get Myadeck because I want more for me.
Compare the leading multivitamin mineral formulas. Myadeck's complete balanced vitamin formula with minerals, including zinc, has the highest potency of them all.
I got my manganese, magnesium, my copper, and my zinc.
Iron. I get Myadeck because I want more for me.
Myadeck, if you want more.
Well, the question is, why did you hire Bobby in the first place?
Because I needed a maid, and I liked the way she handled herself at that place she was working.
It's called Sid's Tavern.
Yeah, well, anyway, I mean, it was just impulsive. I was at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I see.
Calvin, can't you tell us what happened? Why was that girl so brutally murdered?
That's precisely what we're trying to determine, Mrs. Saxon.
Well, we certainly know nothing about it.
Well, you must know something about Bobby. I mean, after all, she worked here.
Just one day, Detective. That's all. In my opinion, one day too much.
Oh? Now, what does that mean?
Sorry, it's not my place to say.
Oh, no. Please don't stand on ceremony, Mr. Varney. I mean, this is police business. Now, what do you think was so bad about Bobby Gerard's working here?
She was a thief.
Excuse me, but that has not been proven as yet.
I found her the very first day she came here in Mr. Whitney's bedroom examining a watch of his.
A watch?
Yes, she dropped it when she saw him. He broke it.
That does not mean that she was trying to steal it, Spencer. Perhaps she was just looking at it.
Oh, wait a second. Is this the antique pocket watch that plays the little tune?
Yes, that's right. And then she was caught walking out the door with it, trying to get it repaired.
That was her story, at least.
I, for one, believe it.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time any of you actually saw Bobby Gerard?
I think I was the last one to see her in this house.
Oh, what time was that?
At 1:30 yesterday afternoon. She'd been in here making phone calls.
Oh, do you know to whom?
Yes, I do. She was trying to call a jeweler, the place where Schuyler bought this watch.
Why?
Because Schuyler had had his watch repaired there once before, and I wanted to get it repaired before he came back.
Did you tell Bobby to go to the jeweler with the watch?
No, I didn't. I was going to go myself, but I don't know. I forgot, and I went to the beauty parlor, and I was there all day, and I was exhausted.
Oh, wait a minute now. Where's the watch now? Does your husband have it?
No, it's gone.
Gone? You implying that Bobby took it?
Look, my husband really doesn't want me to talk about it.
Why not?
Because he doesn't want to make a fuss about it.
Oh, I see. Well, that is very nice of you. By the way, may I have the note that Bobby left?
Yes, sir.
Can't you give us any further information at all?
Mr. Saxon, all we know is somebody took Bobby out into the woods and hit her over the head with what we presume to be a tire iron.
Good Lord.
May I ask about the watch, Detective? Was it found on the body?
No, there was no watch found.
Well, then it was a robbery. I mean, that's a perfect explanation.
Long distance, Aunt Claire.
I'm an aunt. Oh, let me turn this off. Oh, bye. You're an uncle.
A hungry one.
The chicken must have soaked up a lot of oil.
Won't it taste greasy?
Well, I used Crisco oil. Let's see.
Looks good, huh?
Good. It's fantastic. How do you know about Crisco oil?
Aunts know these things.
Now in a clear bottle, Crisco oil for fried foods that taste delicious, not greasy.
Chocolate chip cookies! Hey, Tommy, you selling cookies too? Yeah, my mom gave me these. We made Duncan Hines cookies.
Is there really a big difference? I gave him that leading brand. But even those can't match Duncan Hines' homemade taste. You'll see.
Homemade. Look at the chocolate. We need more, Mom.
Duncan Hines does make a difference.
Hey, Bobby, want to be partners?
Duncan Hines Cookie Mix. Better taste makes the difference.
You want a bite, Pumpkin?
She can't chew that.
Whoops. You're the baby expert.
No, it's just right. Everything for Karen has to be just right. Even her clothes need special care.
Oh, so you wash them in this?
For that ivory snow softness. I think it's just right.
Ivory Snow starts with pure soap. That's what gives babies' clothes that Ivory Snow softness.
Soft.
Just right.
Ivory Snow, just right for babies' clothes.
Well, I'll try to track down your husband and see if he has anything he wants to add.
My husband is going to be very upset about this.
Yes, well, we all are.
He really didn't want to have to press charges.
Well, I may have to come back and ask some more questions later.
That's all right, I understand.
Thank you very much.
Oh, by the way, why didn't Detective Tyler come with you?
Oh, didn't you know Damien's been suspended?
Oh, that's right, I forgot. Well, tell me something. What does a detective do when he's not, detecting?
Take it easy, I guess. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, wake up, Sleeping Beauty. Eddie, come on, rise and shine.
Oh, what time is it?
Thought you'd say, where am I?
That's my next question. What hit me, a city bus?
Try a bottle of scotch.
Oh, yeah. It sure feels like a bottle of scotch. That was really a terrific party last night, huh? Wish I could remember some of it.
Hey, take my word for it. You had a great time.
Did you get the names of those girls?
Hey, did I get their license numbers? Why don't you try some of this?
Oh, yeah. That's coffee.
Well, what'd you expect? Yogurt?
This is what you need for a hangover. Fixes you up every time.
Yeah, I'll bet.
You know something, Earl? I think I got you figured out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You're good people. I like you.
Nice to be.
Me and you can do some big things in this town, you know.
Yeah, I think we can, too. All we need is a little bit of capital.
No problem, no problem. I told you last night. All I'm doing is waiting for the insurance company to pay off. That should be any day now.
Yeah, you said something about insurance, only you didn't say what kind. Would you set up a little fire or something?
It's life insurance. Key man policy insurance. You know what that is?
Well, only thing I know about policy is the numbers.
Key man insurance is when two partners take out insurance on each other. Say me and my partner, we had $500,000 worth of insurance, straight life, on each other.
And he bought the farm, huh?
It's one of those kind of things. He had a car accident. Best friend I ever had.
Yeah, too bad for him.
Guy was walking across the street. Can you imagine that? Car hit him at 55 miles an hour.
55. Well, at least he wasn't speeding.
It's hit and run. That guy must have been drunk.
Well, I've got to beat it. Told the guy I'd start the wiring job at 10. But I'll be seeing you tonight, Jimmy.
Are you coming to the studio?
Why, sure. I got to see how my buddy's making out with his acting school.
Yeah, well, he's sure not getting rich, I'll tell you.
Yeah, sure. But you're going to start a theater company, remember? Oh, man, that reminds me. Guess who called me last night?
Who?
Johnny Gentry.
No talent kid.
Yeah, he knew I was coming here and wanted to know if it was true that you were starting a company.
He wanted a piece of the action.
Yeah.
No brains, but a lot of nerve.
That's Johnny.
I fired him from the showcase in Los Angeles. That turkey couldn't say 2 consecutive words. Couldn't act his way out of a paper bag. What did you tell him?
Oh, I told him forget it, nothing doing.
Good.
But I think he's coming anyway. So long, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Did you stop by to continue last night's acting lesson?
Hello, Kelly.
Oh, hi, Val. Listen, I stopped by to pick up Nancy's photographs, if they're ready.
Oh, yeah, I've got them right here. Oh, thank you.
Aren't you kind of an expensive messenger?
Yeah, but I'm good at it.
Will you tell her that I hope she likes them and ask her to call me?
Sure, I'll pass the message on to her.
Thanks.
I guess I'd better get back to my own studio, huh?
It's interesting, huh, that we're all working in studios?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it sounds better than an office. Tell me, Jim, did you stop by to pick up some photographs, too?
No. No, this is just a social call.
Oh. Well, that's nice. Actually, I'm in no hurry either.
Well, gentlemen, I hate to break this to you, but this is a business, not a coffee shop. Would you think me terribly rude if I asked you to leave?
Sure. Sure, we'll go. Won't we, Kelly?
Yeah, right, sure. I'll give you a call later, Val.
I'll give you a call later, Val. After you?
Oh, no, after you.
Oh, no, age before beauty.
Your child learns all about caring from someone sweet and small. Once you've discovered caring, you've really learned it all. That's when your child begins knowing, like Mom and Daddy do. You really start to grow in someone smaller. Depends on you.
Baby Ann and Her Care Set by Fisher-Price.
For millions who can get dull and drowsy from antihistamines, Vicks Daycare Capsules is a better cold's medicine.
Hold it. Can daycare relieve coughing like this?
Nothing's better for coughing, and daycare does it without dulling antihistamines.
But can daycare decongest sinus passages as well as this?
Yes, it can.
Headaches like this?
Headaches like that.
Fever.
Fever.
Stuff.
Nose. So why risk antihistamine drowsiness with them when for all these major cold symptoms, nothing works better than daycare?
Body aches.
Body aches.
It's Saturday night!
Still the cleverest species of them all.
And tonight, host Buck Henry introduces musical guest Andre Crouch and the Voices of Unity.
I am going shopping. It's the only way I can think of to take my mind off the horrible things that have happened here this morning.
Yes, it always makes you feel much better in a crisis.
The problem is I don't know if it's going to work this time. I cannot believe all the robberies that have taken place in this house. And now the watch. It was the only present that I gave to my husband for the wedding, and it was in your family for years and years, and I feel terrible about it.
Well, there's very little you can do about it now, my dear.
I just thought of something. You know, I've been going crazy trying to think of a Christmas present for Skylar. Well, how about a beautiful old watch to take the place of the one that he lost?
That sounds like a very good idea.
That's a wonderful idea. Now all I need is that list that Bobby made of all the antique dealers.
Perhaps she didn't make a list.
No, I know she made a list. I was sitting here with her when she did it. We wanted to find the name of the dealer where Skylar had his watch fixed.
Ah. Well, here's something. There's a name circled there. I can't see it without my glasses.
Hoffman Antique Jewelers. That must be it. I think that I shall go pay a little visit to this jewelry store this morning.
Inside that little Hershey's Kiss
is the big, big taste of chocolate.
Inside this little Hershey's Kiss
is the chocolate we all love.
Inside this little Hershey's Kiss
is the big, big taste of chocolate.
Hershey's Kisses, that little mouthful of chocolate everybody loves, wrapped in all the colors of Christmas.
Inside this little Hershey's Kiss
is the chocolate we all love.
If you think you need extra strength pain relievers for headache relief, you should know this. A new medical study shows the amount of pain reliever in extra strength Tylenol is no more effective for headaches than Bayer aspirin. The fact is, there is no medical study proving that any pain reliever you can buy gives more headache relief than Bayer. Not Anacin, Excedrin, nothing. Why pay for extra medicine? For headaches, nothing gives you more relief than Bayer. Nothing.
Ronald Reagan stars in the first movie in Channel 48's Presidential Week, John Loves Mary, tonight at 12:30 on the Channel 48 Late Movie. Now, stay tuned as Barbara Rush joins the crew of The Love Boat.
This is Field Communications in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, a beautiful sight on a weekday. At noon, beautiful. Then 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5:30, 6. If most folks would just try public transportation, wouldn't that be beautiful?
Listen, tooth problems can be painful, and we should know. So whenever we have a problem, we go to Dr. A's, the family dentist at 1231 Market Street. We never need an appointment for their low-cost, high-quality dental care. They fill cavities, do extractions asleep or awake, make new dentures in 24 hours, and do denture repairs while you wait. They honor Blue Shield, public assistance, all insurance plans, and major credit cards. Got a painful tooth problem? Go to Dr. A's, the family dentist at 1231 Market Street in the Shore Building. They'll help the hurt in a hurry.